Another Ramadan has passed. The suhoors, the iftars, the long nights in prayer, the heartfelt du'as whispered in sujud, all of it now rests in our memory. We felt the mercy of Allah descend upon us like rain on a thirsty land. We restrained our tongues, our eyes, our hearts. We softened our souls and turned them back toward the one who created them. But now the question remains. What happens after Ramadan? Do we move forward, elevated and renewed, or do we slide back into heedlessness, forgetting the soul we just spent a month purifying? This is the true test. Because worshipping Allah in Ramadan is easy when the hearts are united and the shayateen are chained. But staying close to Him after Ramadan? That's the mark of the sincere believer. The illusion of seasonal worship. One of the greatest deceptions that Shaitan plants in our hearts is this, that worship is seasonal, that Allah deserves our devotion only during Ramadan, that once the month is over, we can return to normal life, as though Allah is only the Lord of the fasting, not the feasting, but our Rabb. He is not the Lord of Ramadan alone. He is the Lord of every month, every week, every hour, and every heartbeat. We must break this illusion. Worship is not a seasonal commitment, it is the very purpose of our existence. Allah says in the Quran, "And I did not create the jinn and mankind except to worship me." Surah Adh 51:56. So ask yourself, have you boxed your worship into a month? Is your faith a guest that visits during Ramadan and leaves on Eid? If so, then you must realize this mindset is not just dangerous, it's destructive. It turns a month of mercy into a fleeting moment instead of a lasting transformation. Ramadan was a training ground. Ramadan was never the destination. It was the training ground. A 30-day boot camp for the soul. It was where we planted seeds, the seed of Tawbah, the seed of Quran, the seed of prayer, discipline, dhikr, and self-control. But what do we do after planting seeds? We water them. We nurture them. We protect them from weeds. If you plant a seed during Ramadan and abandon it after Eid, what do you expect to grow? Nothing. That's why Allah warns us in the Quran. And do not be like the woman who untwisted her spun thread after it was strong. Surah An-Nahl, 16 hours 92 minutes. Don't be the person who builds something beautiful in Ramadan, only to tear it down with your own hands. Our Prophet told us, the most beloved deeds to Allah are those done consistently, even if they are small. Bukhari Muslim, consistency matters more than intensity. Even if you can't fast every day now, fast once a week. Even if you can't read a full juz, read one page. Even if you can't spend hours in tahajjud, pray 2 rak'ah just before bed. But whatever you do, don't stop. Don't go silent on the Lord who heard your cries all month. Why post-Ramadan worship is the real test. In Ramadan, the environment changes. Shaitan is locked. The masjid is full. Everyone is focused. And so, it's easier to worship. But after Ramadan, the world reawakens. Temptation returns. The gatherings change. The distractions increase. And this is where sincerity is tested. Because it's easy to be good when everyone around you is good. It's harder when the crowd disperses, and the world returns to normal. But your relationship with Allah isn't about the crowd. It's about the connection. The private, quiet, unseen moments that no one else can. Allah sees it and the world feels. He sees the struggle to wake and fall. He sees the battle against your desires. He sees your sincerity. So don't let the absence of Ramadan be the absence of worship. Because worship is not meant to be an event, it's a lifestyle. We can worship for our heart's sake. You may ask, how can we fulfill our remembrance? Set realistic goals. Don't aim to continue everything at once. Choose 2 or 3 acts of worship and commit to them regularly. For example, 5 daily prayers on time, reading 1 page of Quran daily, fasting Mondays and Thursdays. 2. Stay connected to the Quran, even if it's a few verses. Let the Quran be your daily dose of guidance. Remember, Ramadan introduced us to the Quran. Now it's your job to keep the relationship alive. 3. Guard your Salah. Salah is the backbone of your Deen. If you protect it, everything else will follow. Let your Salah be unshaken, on time, with khushu, and with gratitude. 4. Surround yourself with good company. Your friends can either pull you up or drag you down. Find companions who remind you of Allah. Join a study circle, attend a class, or simply keep company with the righteous. 5. Continue fasting. The Prophet used to fast on Mondays and Thursdays, and the 13th, 14th, and 15th of every Islamic month. These fasts keep the heart soft and the discipline strong. 6. Make dhikr a daily habit. A tongue that remembers Allah regularly will stay soft and humble. Start your day with morning adhkar. End it with evening remembrance. Let your tongue be moist with La ilaha illallah. 7. Seek knowledge. Ramadan may have lit the flame, but knowledge keeps it burning. Watch a lecture a week. Read a book. Listen to a podcast. Feed your soul with sacred knowledge. 8. Make dua for steadfastness. You can't do it alone. Even the Prophet made this dua, O turner of hearts, keep my heart firm upon your religion. Pray for consistency. Beg Allah for guidance, because without Him, we are lost. The legacy of the companions. Look at the companions of the Prophet. They didn't treat Ramadan as the end. They treated it as the beginning. They would prepare for Ramadan 6 months in advance, and they would cry for 6 months after it ended, asking Allah to accept it. They used Ramadan to fuel themselves, to charge their hearts, to reset their focus. And after it was gone, they didn't go back to sleep. They stayed awake in worship, in gratitude, and in remembrance. We must follow their example. We must understand that Ramadan wasn't the end of our journey. It was the start of our transformation. Final reflections, closing message. So, my brothers and sisters, what now? Now is the time to hold on to whatever you gained. Now is the time to fight harder, not fall back. Now is the time to make your faith consistent, not conditional. Do not let the Quran gather dust. Do not let your Salah become rushed. Do not let your heart forget the sweetness of sujud. You tasted something beautiful in Ramadan. You felt a closeness to Allah that money can't buy. You cried, you repented, you changed. Don't throw that away. Stay consistent, even if it's just a drop. Because those drops, day by day, will become an ocean of barakah. May Allah keep us firm. May He make our post-Ramadan stronger than our Ramadan. May He accept our efforts and forgive our shortcomings. And may He allow us to live and die upon La ilaha illallah, with hearts that never stop remembering Him. Ameen.